Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to City Skylines, where last time we built our first harbor, built a beautiful university district, and completed our posh and green Sunshine Coast area. But now today, we need more people, brother. Because I want to expand this little box we're trapped in and get all the new tiles. So, we're gonna be building a whole new city district around this lake. So if you're excited for that, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Anyway though, since last time I did do a little bit off camera, mainly decorating this area. Added in this cool little rock to the corner, this cool little thing covering up the cliffy mess that was next to the highway there. And also, I made this like weird little coastal area. I thought it was really neat. Has like a floating restaurant here, and you come down this dirt road. You can walk off from your ferry and either go into the city or you can explore a little bit and check out this cool beachside area. I thought that was pretty neat. Also named the University District, MBU. You can take a guess at what that stands for. And aside from that, just extended the highway in preparation for today. So without further ado, let's get started. So with this part of the city, I want to try doing something a little different. So with the rest of the city, you can clearly see all the patterns everywhere, all the matching lines, etc, etc. But for here, I kind of want to let nature take the wheel. I want to kind of go with the flow. Well, more so with the coast, and kind of make it a little more curvy, a little bit more pizzazz. So to start things off here, we're gonna go to the curvy tool. I'm just gonna follow the lake and just see where it takes us, you know? Just let it kind of build itself. So we're gonna go like this, right up and try and follow the green as much as possible. There we go. That's kind of working. And we just go a little bit out here. It's a little weird there, but that's okay. There we go. Again, we're trying to follow it as much as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, being not perfect is kind of the theme. So there we go. I think we just need to round out this corner and it should be pretty good. All right, yeah, that's much better here. And now we just have to add in our monorail road. So I suppose that can just be right here. Bring it straight on down. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this here. Yo. It's gonna be... Oh, whoa, why did you move? Stop. The road's gonna go just like this, and it's almost perfect. What's not lining up? Is this not lining up? Screw this road then, man. That don't matter. We're gonna bring this in. Okay. So now we kind of have like our orderly kind of system meeting up with this new haphazard system. Kind of like a yin and yang. Not exactly, but kind of. Anyway, we can now bring that out for now. Finish off the road here. And bada boom, that's the entrance to this area. Now we just have to kind of grid around it. I suppose, it's not the best, but I suppose we could bring this road up here. We'll have like a main intersection there. Traffic will get a little too crazy right off the bat though, so we should probably make some emergency exits. As in, just ways to diverge most of the traffic elsewhere. So go one way about this far. That should spread people out. And then we can just kind of grid it up from here. Well, a couple grids at least. Again, I kind of want this area to have its own bit of character here. So instead of going for the full grid kind of pattern we usually do, I'm gonna go and make this like a curvy area. So that'll come in, kind of do its own thing here. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. So this will give the area kind of like its own kind of feel. Oh yeah, that's gonna look sick. Imagine like a bunch of high rises all kind of crazy with this kind of pattern. Whew. It's gonna be neat. Gonna let some spaces be free, not have the whole place like super squished together. And we can kind of just loop it in. Not yet. Let's bring it a bit down like this. Aha! And this is where we're gonna loop it in together. There we go. So now the lines kind of like work together in this cool, like, it seems like an oval. Or like an afro. Do you guys see that? It's kind of like these are like glasses and then this is a big afro. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Or maybe it's a brain. I don't know. Imagination going wild today. But from here with the cool shape, we can just add in a couple more lines. I don't think we need any more curves. At least it won't fit that well in this little area. So we'll just add in a couple straight roads. Just like so. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool here. And also super quick. It's gonna be kind of difficult finishing off this area if we kind of have our city limits right here. So I suppose we can buy this tile. Now, if I bought this tile, I could finish off and connect the ferry network, but we can do that later. It's not as important. We need the people first. So bada boom. Tile has been purchased, and I think it's gonna be perfect here, because this road, aha, can sneak right on through. Beautiful. And we're gonna kind of use this main road to box the area in. So now I have to find a quick reference point. There we go. Because we need this like crazy design to be part of the rest of the grids, right? We can't have it go absolutely buck wild here. So by lining this road up, which is lined up with everything else, should be fine. Now we just have to make sure we get it right. So this needs to be 90, literally perfect. The hills kind of mess it up a bit, but that is perfectly fine. That looks really good. If only there's a road here instead of the train tracks. We can make do though. We can just bring this one down. There we go. You know what I'm doing. You already know. We're hooking it up there. Perfect 90 degrees. Boom. Easily done. Now it's always weird. This is on a hill, so it's like when you're looking from a distance, it seems like it's off, but it's not. Like it's perfectly 90, right? This is what always keeps me up at night. Why is it breaking up? Is that just the hill? It is just the hill, right? Yeah, 90, 90. Yeah, okay. Okay. It's just like a visual effect. It's done right. It's done right. Now we can just get rid of that road and work from here. So I took a moment to relook over everything, dot the I's and all that kind of jazz, you know? And kind of got the road network in here pretty much complete. Rounded some corners, added in a few new roads, like check that out. Whoa, it's so cool, like brings the whole design together. And I reworked the highway entrance because I was re-looking over the design I had and it just wouldn't work. So now you can actually get back on the highway and not just leave it, so that's pretty cool. And it looks pretty neat too. It's a cool, like, wavy pattern. And that really fits the theme of here, where it's like trying to build a little more character. And it's not like the almost alien-like organization of the rest of the city. So I'm really happy with that. And also, I had to put in another tunnel just to connect just the normal roads to the rest of the city here. So got a tunnel there, tunnel under here, bada bam, bada boom, there we go. Because there's no way we were getting a bridge over the spaghetti monster. It was not happening. Not happening. There we go. We even have some cars already going here? Why? People, where? People, there's nothing here. Why would you? I don't even know. Well, regardless, it is time to move on to the next phase of this project, which is adding in the public transport. And since this is going to be such a big area, we're going to need a hub. We're going to need, where is it? Another one of these, the Metro Monorail train hubs. And we're going to plug that in right in the center of the city. Seems about right, yeah? Yeah, okay, there we go. Beautiful, perfect. This thing has 2 monorails on it, and I had a great idea wherein this monorail from the main city will plug in on the side, and then we'll have a separate monorail network going around just this area. And I was like, yo, that's a pretty neat idea. So instead of this really weird looking connection, we're gonna have a nice, smooth little thing like this. We're gonna go bada bam, bada. Why? Game. Why? Stop. There we go. Bada boom. Beautiful little curve. And now we can fix this up so it's not such a awkward angle. And now this main road going around the whole area can have a monorail on it. Good idea? I think so. So let's just bada boom that. Cool. And upgrade the rest. And since this monorail is on the outside, it means all the noise is gonna be on the outside. It's gonna be great. Absolutely fantastic. And I'll just put the monorails, what? There we go. We'll just put the monorail stations in the road on the outside here. Is that it? I think that's it. So if that one's there, we get rid of the road. Yeah, and now we just have to bring it from off the road into the hub. And this is always kind of a bit of a challenging part. Ahaha! There we go. Easy peasy, not difficult at all. Did I say it would be difficult? Pasha! No, no, no. The difficult part is gonna be the trains. Oh God. The trains. So we have to put some kind of junction in here. Oh my God. Okay, this is pretty wild, but I think I've done it. And it actually didn't even take too long. So, pretty much the passenger trains are these. Yeah, these are for the inner city trains, this line, and this is outer city trains. The passenger train will have an in-ramp over here. That'll go into the station, and then on the way out, it will go down that way. And then the outer city trains have a bit of a messy intersection, but essentially we'll just travel up and down through there. So this is not ideal having the train intersection like that, because it can cause for train traffic jams, and that's kind of not good. I'm just hoping not a lot of tourists want to go up here, and it won't be super busy. So, or we might have to change that. As for everything else, I had to bring this up and over the highway now. And it kind of curves down into the rest of the track there. And that's all cool, Just to make sure the bridge is even though, I do want to have this out one more thing like that. There we go. And now we can just start to curve it into the rest of the line. Just a little like that. Or more so like that, so it's not looking like complete and utter garbage. Good idea? I think so. Alrighty. That is pretty freaking good, actually. Pretty freaking good. Let's add in another train line then. We'll have one inner city line going west to this one. Good. And it'll just go back here. Simple stuff. And then one monorail line going from here. Same dealio. Directly to here. And then right back. Connecting these areas up. Our outer city line, we don't need to do anything with. And then we just have a metro? Yeah, I guess since it's there, whatever. We'll just hook it up over here. Because this is another metro train hub, or... No, it's not. Oh yeah, I added the metro in so people can get to the stadium easier. Yeah. So this will help out for that. Okay, let's just make it nice and even. That's pretty good. And now it's all hooked up. So we have a decent little metro system. Yeah, I added another one in over here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last episode. But yeah, added one in here too because there's a lot of traffic. And that's all good now. So cool. We have so much public transit. That's what I love about this city. So many options. Who needs to own a car? Beautiful. And now for the rest of the city. Let's add in those extra monorail stations. And just like that, we have public transport to the area. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, and then we could just add in maybe like a bus route or two inside here. That's all we really need. Now just a couple more roads and I think we're ready to rock and roll. Nice, nice, nice. Looking cool, looking cool. Try to do as little gridding as possible, but I did it in like a circular way, right? So it's not actually a grid, it's like a curvy kind of thing. It all is following the lake. It's neat, I like it. It's like a neat little loop. Got some more cool intersections like here and over here. So many twirls, so many lines, I love it. Really, really happy with it actually. Now we need to add in our services. So, that's kind of like the bad thing about making areas like this. It's like, stuff ends up on weird angles and stuff, but yeah, because I guess I can put the square buildings along the roadsides like that, and then it's not such a big deal. So I got the schools and services all in, and it's looking good, looking good. However, you know, I've been staring at this for a few hours now, at least while I was working on things, and it looks really, really good. Like this inner loop, like I'm really happy with it. I thought it would be a complete mess, to be perfectly honest. Like with this inner road following the lake, I thought it would be some bumpy, horrific blob, but no, the curves look so neat. And yeah, since I was so worried they would turn out bad, that's why I did this outer road based on the grid patterns to kind of like keep it under control, but nah, this outer road's kind of throwing off the vibe, like with these bulges here. Yeah, I gotta change them. So after I do that, then it's time to zone and decorate. Oh yeah, oh my god, that was such a good idea. I can't even imagine now if I left it. That looks so much better, man. So much better. And it really defines the area. Like, if you look at the overview of our city now, it's like the super grid. It's like a super grid here, and then all the curves and circles here. Man, that's so neat. It has such neat flow, man. Like how the roads all kind of are wavy and oh my gosh, that's cool. And check this out, check this out. I put the water pipes in. Isn't that neat? It's almost like a spider web or something. Oh, I love that. Probably gonna need like a couple more water towers though, so let's add those on real quick. There we go. And then forget about these forever again, as we always have. Cool. And I believe now it's zoning time. There's not much left. So here will probably be park space. And in front of the hub, we'll probably want stores. Seems like a good shopping area, right? Like, come on. You have the main transit hub right there. Couldn't get any better than that. And we'll try and put a bunch of shopping around, actually. Maybe this whole curvy area is like a shopping area. Oh, hey! That's a cool idea. And along the waterfront, it's more so the smaller shops. We might have to de-zone everything on the waterfront because it might ruin the terrain, but we'll see. We'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Just leave that as is. Cool, cool, cool. And then of course, on the inside here, it's gonna be tons and tons of towers. Absolutely. Oh, and I have a really cool idea for the towers too. We're gonna have to zone the area in order to execute the idea. So, with a new district here, we're gonna need a new name. So, name suggestions in the comments below, please. Thank you very much. Let's just make this huge, huge area. That is a big boy district. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. And what I want to do with the district is I want to click on here and I want to go to the policies, and there's something called high-tech housing. So, It makes things really expensive, but apparently the housing's gonna be really cool. Yeah, so it turns homes into much cooler smart homes to raise the... turns homes into much cooler smart homes to raises the land value around them. Nice game. So increases the land value, but also the upkeep. So it's like, yeah, that can get expensive if you have like, I don't know, 3,000 residential buildings in here, but we're gonna try it out. I want it to look cool, man. I wanna see how it is. Oh, and encourage biking. What? Yeah, let's do that too. Okay, so we have kind of a plain road in between everything. Guess what? That can be our bike highway. Dude. So now people can just bike around the whole city. There we go. So I changed out most of the plain roads for bike lanes. Or for roads with bike lanes, sorry. Excellent. So back to zoning then. You know, to be honest, can probably get this second loop all being housing as well. A lot of space in between. I might find a way to mess with that, or maybe not. I don't know. I kind of want to leave a little bit more green space in this area. Just let the area breathe a bit, you know? Let people just chill out. Go feel the grass between their feet and their toes. So there we go. We'll just do that. Neat. We might add in like a little park or something, like a custom park. That'll be later on. And we'll just finish this off like so. Very cool, very cool. And I'll have to get rid of all these like weird 1x1 spaces too. Those buildings always end up looking rather strange, but I'll do that later. As for the outside now, we're gonna have small shops. Just like that. And then for the very, very outside, we'll just have offices. And I'll kind of block out some of the noise too. Or maybe we can dot in like offices and high rises. Or maybe even just houses? Low density? Actually, yeah, low density houses could be really neat. We don't have enough of them in the city for sure, so that could help out. And we'll just put the low density houses kind of in between the transit stops, because they make a lot of noise and can make people sick, and you don't want sick people, because sick people die. And dying's not groovy, man. Alrighty, well, I think that's good. Everything is pretty much zoned. There's no like weird 1x1 tile areas, and I'm really interested to see what happens with the terrain with these guys. I don't know. It's a whole new kind of design for me, so I'm not sure how it's gonna end up looking. But whatever happens, after we see some buildings come in, we can add decorations and make it look beautiful regardless. So let's get the power all hooked up. I was gonna delete the road there for a second. I was gonna be upset. We're good. And up over this. God, I hate freaking power lines, man. But we're good. We're in there. All right, let's let her rip. Fast forward. There we go. There we go. The city is coming to life, our new area. Anyway, this is gonna take a second, but once it's all in, we can see how it all looks, and it's gonna be pretty neat. Yeah, I gotta say, the city is popping off. Only one small fire, and everything else is good. As for that high-tech housing thing, I have no idea what that changed. All the maybe like at the highest level they look different, but right now, they all look pretty normal. Pretty freaking normal. Thank you, helicopters. Oh, and they're using the lake. Oh, it has a practical purpose. Beautiful. Coolio. And yeah, our population is booming. We're at the 30K. I'm hearing those dings as everything's leveling up. Added in a couple parks and paths down around. That's been helping out. Added in a little bus loop that literally just goes around the inner circle here, just to make things more convenient. The transit hub's working very well. 616. Whew! Spicy. And as far as I could tell, this isn't backing up or having any major issues right now. Thank goodness. So that's all good. Everything seems all good. And I guess the only other thing to do here is add in the decorations. So I was looking at this, and I was looking at this, and I was noticing most of these buildings were causing some terrain issues. So that's gonna go. Sorry, but you're ruining the environment, okay? We'll get rid of those. Unzone, thank you. I had some offices in the middle, but we'll switch that up for the small shops now. So let's just quickly do that. There we go, easy peasy. And let's get rid of you guys as well, I suppose. Because I have a plan for the lake. We're gonna make the lake a park. Add in a ton of decorations is gonna look sick. So, we just wanna get right along the coast here, as much as possible. This looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Yeah, I like it. Oh, what? Dude, is that the game that makes the names match, or what is this? Brerewood Garden and Rose Park? Who's Brer? Don't even know. That's actually really neat. That can't be luck. No, there's no way that's luck. That's incredible. So yeah, we're gonna turn the middle of here into a giant park area. And we're gonna make it a nice, normal park. We're gonna throw in some nature reserve buildings as well, because there's a lot of neat stuff in here. Namely, these viewing decks, which you can just throw along the coast. Can look really neat. But it looks like we first need a main gate, so let's just plug that in. Park main gate. We'll just use this one, I suppose. Why not? Is there a straight area anywhere? No, of course not. Can we just throw it in over here then? Yeah, that works out. And I'll quickly just make a pathway all around. And there we go. Park path complete. Looking neat, looking neat. And yeah, this is gonna be working out really well because I got a ton of suggestions from you guys to make this entire area into a nature reserve. But this is kind of like, you know, a little meeting in the middle. Best of both worlds. We'll have a city here and a nature reserve, kind of. Thought that could be pretty neat, pretty neat. So now with the path in, I'll add fences? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and there we go. We got the fence in there. And I was a little hesitant on the fence because it's like, oh, you live next to this beautiful lake, but you have to pay to go and enjoy it? It's kind of like, eh. But really, like, I just use this little fence. It's easy to jump over. And I don't really want to be like the greedy capitalist here. I just want the park to be able to level up because, of course, having a 5-star park in the middle here would be a little nicer than a 1-star. And it'll increase the happiness bonus more. So, kind of just added the fence to fiddle with game mechanics. I don't really care, or I don't really intend to lock people out of this. And like, once it's 5-star, we can attach more paths and everything will be all good. Speaking of, just gonna round them out a little bit more here. There we go. Looks neat, looks neat. And we have a few weird cliff areas, but with the paths, I think that'll be fine. Because now, since there's no stores there, we can easily just put down a couple rocks to make it at least look cool. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And then the cliff over here, it kind of just looks cool next to the path. So I'm gonna leave it. Get rid of these trees that are off for a swim. And along the cliffside too. We'll add in a bunch of custom trees as well. Just lots of little details in here. Lots and lots and lots. But mainly, again, that viewing platform. These viewing platforms are the best, man. Definitely want a couple of these in. Oh, right at the cliff area. Dude. Oh my gosh, this view is ridiculous. Can I please just see what's going on? Game. Is that on the cliff? Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's looking cool. Let's add another. Why not? Add it over here, though. Cool. Ooh. It kind of looks better just with one. There can only be one. Goodbye. And yeah, I'll kind of just go around this whole thing adding little details like that. All right, so I managed to add quite a bit of detail to our little reserve in here. And it's looking pretty cool. I have all the trees kind of blocking off the rest of the city, so when you're walking around, you can get lost and look out at the lake, and it's just so neat. It's like, it's such a juxtaposition, where it's like you're seeing the nature and then concrete jungle. Nature, concrete jungle. I really like that. And yeah, with this, I didn't like hyper detail it. Like there's a couple chairs out and around, these really cool lookout towers, and a few other things, like I have this little kayak or fishing cabin that I've made a kayak rental place. And there's just like a couple little things around. The things with a nature reserve or a nature park like this is you don't want it to be a theme park. You kind of want to leave some room. So there's grass, there's a little bit of this and that here. I have these towers every so often, couple rocks, lookout, and yeah, for the most part, it's just a little trail going out and around. And I think the only little thing I'd want to add to this is a couple patches of shrubs or greenery like this, just to break it up a bit. So a little bit like that. A little bit like this, even going on the path, why not, right? There we go. I added a ton in here, but definitely can add some more out and around. Okay. And just the little stuff like that, it all matters. It all matters at the end of the day. And then, I guess the exception is the front of the park. I tried to make it look a little bit better. Added in a ton of picnic tables, this lean-to shelter. I just think of it as a public fire pit. And a couple other things there, because some people might not want to walk around the entire lake. They just want to go to the beach or something, so there's stuff for them right there. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah! And on top of decorating this, I found out what to do with the green spaces that I've left open in the city. And I'm going to turn them all into these like public squares. Well, almost squares. But essentially just throwing in some paths around here so people can walk around. A couple little things for the kiddos, like a little park or a playpen or whatever kids mess around with on the playground. And the rest is getting concreted up. Add a couple fences in there too, and bada boom, it's gonna be beautiful. Just have to do that to like a million other little green spaces, and then yeah, out here too. Woo! Still a lot to do. I was thinking of bringing in some extra roads, but then it's gonna ruin the flow, you know? It's gonna ruin the flow. Rather keep it how it looks. Oh yeah, and there's a botanical garden I added in too. But yeah, I wasn't gonna mention it, but then I kind of isolated it, turned it around a bit, and threw some trees, and it's pretty iconic now. It's almost like a government building, except it's just a garden for people. Oh, hey! Metropolis. Metropolis, you don't say. Well, opens the sky for traveling to far away lands. Tourism benefits greatly from plane traffic. And then the cargo airport. Oh, I have never used one of those before. And most importantly though, a new tile. Excellent. The airport stuff I'm not too concerned with, not at this level. The big one is Megalopolis, where we get all of the tiles and mainly the international airport, which is much better for tourism. And apparently we get a cargo airport hub. Okay, again, haven't messed with that either. I guess though that stuff's gonna be for later. I'm gonna decorate the rest of this off camera, and I think I'm gonna call it here for today. So if you guys enjoyed, again, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I hope to see you in the next one. And then one last quick thing, I might be doing the decorating on stream on my Twitch channel one of these days, so drop me a follow there, link in the description. And yeah, I'll probably go live sometime this week. Anyway though, again, that's gonna be all. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.